Let me take the lead on this. I know him better. I thought I did, anyway.
Sure. Whatever. As long as we get answers.
Kids, listen.
You're our father.
Yes.
You knew how bad it got out here. How little we had. Why didn't you help Marianne?
You mean all the money she wanted? We didn't have anything to spare. Well, that winter was rough on everyone. And you would have starved out here if not for all the free food we gave you.
Don't act like you had anything to do with that. That was all Tessa.
That's a cruel presumption, young man. Maybe it was Tessa's idea initially. But I supported it. And your mother was happy to live off our handouts.
You were here that night. You saw Marianne and Tyler. Why didn't you help?
I know it wasn't my best moment. But she threatened my life.
So you just decided to let her drown?
I didn't decide anything. Everything happened so fast, I panicked. And by the time I got to town, Brown was already on his way out. There was nothing else I could do.
Of course it was.
So what do we do now?
We tell him he's gotta fix the mess he made. One way or another.
You tried to burn down our barn and knocked Tyler unconscious.
I never meant to hurt anybody. You weren't supposed to be home.
Doesn't excuse the fact that you didn't even stop to help.
What do you want me to say? I panicked. I was
It's your
terrified
excuse
that
every
this whole
time.
thing was gonna blow up in my face. I had to do something.
Hey, you hearing me?
Yup. Sorry. I'm trying really hard to keep myself from punching him in the face.
He's not
Understandably.
even a bit sorry for what he did. He could have seriously hurt you.
Yeah. He's just a fucking coward.
Does he really expect us to believe there wasn't anything else he could have done that night?
I don't know, Allie. I'd rather not think about it.
You failed us, Tom. You need to make it right.
I'll do whatever you want. As long as none of this gets out.
Haha, yeah.
Excuse me?
That's the only thing he cares
You want me
about.
to pay for my mistakes? Fine. But please, Tessa can't know. This would kill her.
Tessa already knows, Tom.
No. That's impossible.
It never occurred to you the reason Tessa cut Marianne off was you?
But she never said anything. Oh, Lord.
You should try talking to your wife. Maybe if you had, we wouldn't be in this situation. And maybe Marianne wouldn't be dead.
Oh, come on. You of all people should appreciate how troubled Marianne was. She was unhinged. Something like this would have happened sooner or later.
Huh, what? Ah! Oh
That was
god.
convenient for you, huh? You preyed on her because she was vulnerable. And you knew you could always blame it on crazy Marianne Ronan if you got caught.
It was nothing like that. Nothing at all. Your mother was a very pretty woman.
Ah, god.
And she'd been so many places and done so many things. The way I always thought I would have.
You're gross.
I got caught up. Love made me a fool. Look, I made mistakes. But this will not go any further than the three of us.
Why? We know. Tessa knows. Marianne's dead. There's no point in hiding it anymore.
He's afraid it'll tank his campaign.
Yeah, of course.
Am I wrong?
That's the only reason.
Jesus, Tom.
I've kept your secret all these years. I don't want to go spilling it. But I will if I have to.
What?
Yeah. Your little story about self-defense. I've never told anyone how Marianne really died.
What?
That night, I came out here because I was worried about your mother.
Why do they do it? They made me do it. They made me do it. Why did they do it? This is his fault. This is his fault.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Still self-defense, come
No.
on.
No way. You're a fucking liar.
I saw what I saw.
Ugh! You're manipulating us just like you manipulated her.
Tyler!
You're not listening to this, are you?
Be smart about this, Alyson. Are you sure you want this to get out? You've got way more here to lose than he does. His name will be all but cleared, but you'll be a killer. What will your uncle say?
Your uncle already knows.
Well, the whole town might turn on you.
You want him to go anyway.
Don't touch her.
You know I'm right.
You're such a...
Just get out of here, Tom. Tyler and I need to talk alone.
Just please. Think twice before making any rash decisions. There are a whole lot of lives at stake here.
Leave us the fuck alone. And never come back.
I mean, she did have a gun, and she pointed it
Allie,
at Tyler. That doesn't
you okay?
change.
You didn't let that asshole get to you, did you? Did you?
What if he's right? I've been having all these nightmares about that night, and they were a lot like how Tom said. And now, when I try to remember, that's all I can see.
He's trying to mess with your head, and you're letting it work.
No, it's more than that. Ever since we started digging, I haven't been able to shake this feeling like something's off.
Something's off because he put this in your head. Don't let him get away with it.
He might not be lying. We keep getting things mixed up. We remember totally different versions of the past.
Those are just details. This isn't that. She was going to kill me.
I'm not so sure anymore, Tyler.
She had a gun pointed at me. She chased me. She said she was going to kill me.
She threatened Tom with those exact same words. With the same gun, on the same pier. The thing you said to Eddie the other day got thrown back at me. Don't you think it's possible that happened here too?
I see her point.
Guess it's possible. Fuck. I don't know. And we're never gonna know the truth, are we? Because the second you walk away from something, that's it.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, you just have to decide what you believe.
Me?
Yeah. You need to start dealing, Allie. And that means coming to terms with whatever version of the past feels the most true to you. No more running. Whatever you choose, you gotta live with it, okay?
Yeah, well.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm going to kill you! I'm going to kill you! I'm not gonna hurt you.
I mean, She could have not heard that. I mean, her mom was with a shotgun,
How can it hurt you?
still pointed at her brother. My problem is this.
How can it hurt you?
My problem is this. If I'm gonna choose Tom's version, which is, in my view, probably the right one, then she's gonna blame. So Alyson is gonna get blamed much more than she should be.
How can it hurt you?
Because in my view, it's still a difficult situation, and Alyson still did want to protect Tyler. But I know that the game is going to throw it around.
I'm going to kill you!
I mean, this is clearly from the other memory.
I'm going to kill you!
It sounded the exact same, so... let's just go with this and see where it leads. I really hope that Alyson doesn't suffer too much with this.
How can it hurt you?
Oh, please. No, don't do this.
Alyson, this isn't what...
It was a misunderstanding. Simple.
She was going to kill herself. Just herself.
Oh.
You interrupted her and
Oh. I
she
see.
got confused.
Are you sure?
Yes. That attic. Tyler, that was meant for us. It was her way of explaining what she was going through. I made a horrible mistake.
Hey, it's okay. I'm here.
We're only so young. How could you have understood that? And if you wouldn't have been there, she would have killed herself anyway. Which sounds horrible. Oh god, I really hope she finds peace.
Hey, peep what I just found downstairs. What do you think? Will it have aged well, or just gone bad? Where are you at right now?
I just keep hearing her say she wasn't going to hurt you. Over and over.
We were kids. We freaked out. You weren't equipped to deal with that shit.
She was just talking to you. And I killed her.
Stop.
You made her fall in the water, and then she drowned. You only had part. You only took part in killing her. It wasn't all you.
I don't
And
want
Tom
to use our
could have
voice
helped.
again.
What?
Ever.
No.
What? Seriously?
I don't know. But I want to stop feeling like this. And I think we'll be better off without it.
No.
This morning, I kept getting these horrible visions. Of you and Marianne and Eddie.
Visions. Like our memories?
Yeah, but different. It was all my worst thoughts brought to life. You were in my bedroom saying I abandoned you. Eddie called me a snake.
I'm sorry. I should have been there for you.
It's okay, I was the one who walked out. I can't let that happen again.
I don't think it will. Something's been pushing us to find answers. And now we have them. Maybe I'm wrong. And if it stays bad, we can stop. But I really want to keep what makes us us.
I'm so with Tyler on that one.
The Mad Hunter was forced to remain below the lake with the Moon Hag, but she did not kill him, because even reduced to just one hand, he was too useful a servant. Lo, he plotted
What do you
the day
think?
he would emerge.
Brothers and
To
sisters?
once again hunt the wise princess and earn back his left hand. Always. And that is the story of how the crafty goblins rescued the wise princess from the Mad Hunter.
Six months. Aw, your other haircut was better.
One last look. I'm good to go.
Just like we started. It's the eagle again. Cool.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, me.
House is empty. I'm getting ready to head out. So, last chance. Is there anything you want me to do while I'm in town?
Listen, Ty, you're dropping off the keys with Tina, right?
Yep, gonna leave them at her office on my way to the ferry.
Well, that's it then.
How are you?
Good, actually. Really good. You?
Same. You know, emptying the house really cleared my head out.
Thanks for doing that. The observatory really needed me this week. And after everything that happened,
Observatory!
I just felt like I needed to keep some miles between me and Delos Crossing.
No worries. You still loving your therapist?
Gail, yes. I was actually just doing some letter writing she assigned me as homework. It really helped me get some perspective.
That sounds awesome.
That's great.
How's Juno?
Big and full of people, even without tourists. Michael's been writing up rules for the apartment. I need your support against his whole food policy.
Just refuse to sign anything until I get there. Okay?
Okay, but you better hurry. If he gets his way, we'll only have one small shelf for junk food.
What? Heresy. I'm gonna need like twice that just for snack cakes after my surgery next month.
I know, right? This cannot stand.
Oh, no, it's not. Sorry. No.
How are you?
Oh,
Good,
I'm sorry.
actually. Really good.
Where's the
You?
rock bottom?
Same. You know, emptying the house really cleared my head out.
Thanks for doing that. The observatory really needed me this week. And after everything that happened, I just felt like I needed to keep some miles between me and Delos Crossing.
No worries. You still loving your therapist?
Yes,
Gail,
she
yes.
loves the
I was
therapist.
actually just
Therapy
doing
is
some
great.
letter writing she
I'm
assigned me
really
as
glad
homework.
she's doing
It
therapy.
really helped me get some perspective.
That sounds awesome.
Heard about Tom, which is button A. Now I got it.
Did you see the article I sent you about Tom losing the election?
Yes, I saw your message right before derby practice, so I didn't have time to read it. But I did cackle at the headline.
Did you picture Tom's face whenever you went in for a block?
No, but that is a great idea.
Anyways, I'm glad Tessa finally left his ass. Karma is a bitch.
Gotta go.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up now.
See you tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna take one last walk through the house and then head to the ferry.
Drive safe.
Pretty sure that's the only way possible in the old Alyson mobile.
Love you, Tyler.
Love you.
That sounds so great. I'm so happy.
I'm sorry we're leaving you alone out here.
Poor Leo. I wonder why he died. And why he didn't get... Why didn't he get a proper burial? A cemetery? Was it too soon for Marianne?
Bye, Leo.
It's so pretty here. It's amazing. I'm really glad that like this everything worked out. I'm a little bit suspicious because normally in these games nothing really works out the way you wanted them to. But now everything is fine. They're moving in together in Juneau together with Michael.
Time to move on.
Tyler is getting his surgery. Alyson is finally seeing a therapist. This is it's just wonderful. Tessa has left Tom. Tom didn't become mayor. It's really interesting to me how just everything worked. Something coming.
Goblins out.
Wow, everything's cleaned out. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten. We still have one last story. I'm not sure if it's a special story or if it's just one like the others. I'm gonna have
the next goblin family bakes a lot of sand pies in this.
Gonna have a look at that afterwards.
Guess you guys moved on too.
So let's get inside. Then let's have a look at the last story.
It's too bad Tessa closed her cafe. That other place just doesn't quite hit the spot.
Oh, she closed it. I wonder how Tessa's doing. Will we see her again? Will we see Eddie again?
Sucks to suck, Thomas Anthony Fecky.
Veni Vidi Losty. By Amy Chung. Thomas Vecchi loses mayoral election against current mayor Leslie Scow. Leslie Scow declared victory in her bid for re-election over controversial challenger Thomas Vecchi. With almost 68% of the votes, Scow's triumph was the widest margin of victory in Dallas Crossing history. Her rival, local business owner Vecchi, sparked much debate in the community over his gun control policies, but Scow's success has been mainly attributed to her willingness to reach across party lines. Many in the community say her re-election came as no surprise. According to sources close to the city council, Scow invited Vecchi to join her mayoral cabinet, but Vecchi refused. Vecchi declined to comment on the election results, except to say that he plans to focus on his family and other business pursuits. Some in the community were baffled by his comments, given the recent shuttering of Vecchi's business. Oh, the highly popular Tessa's Cafe, managed by his wife Tessa Vecchi. In a separate statement, Mrs. Vecchi announced she was ending her thriving business to focus on personal and spiritual matters. Ooh, that's not good.
Well, at least she finally dumped his ass.
Dearest Tyler and Alyson, I'm writing this letter from Juneau International Airport, where I will soon board a plane to Manila on a missionary assignment. Oh, Jesus. I apologize for not coming in person to say goodbye, but I was called to make this decision alone and to carry it out on my own as well. I'm sure you understand that sometimes we must follow without question the prompting of the Spirit. I will not be coming back to Dallas Crossing for some time. Before I go, there is still something I feel I must confess to you both. Perhaps because I have never found the strength to confront my husband, I have never been able to forgive Marianne for her betrayal. I truly did love you both like my own children, and I always tried to forgive your mother for her unapologetic lifestyle. But when I discovered that you were the fruit of her affair with my Thomas, I wanted her to suffer like I was suffering, and I brought down on your house the wrath I never dared allow to unfold in mine. I've been deeply ashamed all these years, and I'm surprised how much better I feel with it out in the open. The greatest thing about truth is the peace it brings to your life. I hope you can find it in your hearts to forgive me. You have taught me once again how love will bring you further in life. Something that Marianne had been trying to show me all along. Take care of each other, always. In his steps, Tessa. I hope she finds solace where she is. So, come on, let's get to the last story. The Mad Hunter gets his hand back. Once upon a time, in a deep and cold lake near the ancient forest, there lived an old seal who was a powerful witch. After angering the Ice King, she had been bound to the lake, allowed only to venture out when the moon was full, and only looking like the hag she truly was. For years she dreamed of vengeance, all alone within the deep lake, among the corpses of her many previous victims. One night she awoke to see a black and hooded silhouette clawing to reach a beautiful gown full of stone. The human had delved far deeper into the lake than any land dweller should have been able to go. His tenacity and ferociousness impressed the moon hag, and she decided she would be wasted in her statuary of corpses. She used her magic to enspell him, allowing him to breathe underwater, but also binding him to her service. You, she said, will be the instrument for my release and my revenge. For you and I together will kill the Ice King. The moon hag had never heard of the Mad Hunter, and she did not know the power he wielded. She could only tell he was a hunter, and her lust for revenge blinded her to the threat he posed. She gifted him a hand of ice, which was not as nimble as a hand of flesh, but allowed him to serve her better than no hand at all. The moon hag spent years devising her perfect plan to kill the Ice King, and years more moving all the pieces into place to execute it. In the meantime, the Mad Hunter served her, guarding her chest of treasures and plotting his own plots. Finally, everything was prepared. The full moon rose and the moon hag stepped on land, giddy at the thought she would never have to leave again if it did not please her. She brought the Mad Hunter to his post, a jagged piece of ice and stone from which he would loose the arrow that would slay the Ice King. Before she could go, he put forward a proposal. Moon hag, said the Mad Hunter, if you grow back my missing hand, I will be certain to hit the Ice King with my arrow. I will have only one shot, and I would hate to miss. You're a powerful witch, so you'll be able to craft ties to bind me to this place that I cannot break. The moon hag considered it. All right, I will grow back your hand and then bind you here with ties that will not break. She cast a spell, and the Mad Hunter's hand of ice was replaced with a hand of flesh. As the witch left to complete the next part of her plan, the Mad Hunter grinned wickedly in the moonlight. After a short time, the moon hag returned, luring the Ice King into the Mad Hunter's line of sight. What is this about, moon hag? Asked the Ice King. Many a long year have you bound me to the lake, said the moon hag. Many a long year have I been alone in the dark. That ends tonight. She cast a powerful spell that made the Ice King slow to react, and then gave the signal. Mad Hunter, she cried. Let your arrow fly. Nothing happened. She twitched nervously. Mad Hunter, she growled. Let your arrow fly. Still nothing happened. The Ice King, meanwhile, was striding toward her, slow but furious. The moonhag fled, running first to the jagged peak of ice and stone where her servant should have waited, but the peak was empty. Ties had been broken and the mad hunter was gone. For in the end, he was the more powerful of the two, especially once he had two hands. When the Ice King finally caught the hag, his furious voice could be heard throughout the forest. For your wickedness, you will be eternally bound to the lake. You will no longer be allowed to leave, not even under a full moon. The moon hag was imprisoned in the lake, and she never again tried to escape. And this is how the mad hunter escaped the moon hag, and how he got his left hand back. Kind of struggling to interpret this story. So, I mean, I also don't really know who the moon hag was and who the Ice King is. For some time I believed it was some sort of a higher thing, like, I don't know, some sort of conscience and some sort of personification of bad thoughts and just wickedness in general. But I'm not so sure. And what are the two hands of the Mad Hunter? Don't really know, to be honest. I may have to read that up. But yeah, these were all the stories. All the beautiful stories that Marianne left behind. Really great for flicking through these. Took all the photos. I didn't look at them. Damn it. Hey goblins, word in town is you guys finally sold the house. I came by tonight to help you fix what needs to be fixed, but there was nobody home. Are you gone already? Things change so fast these days. Anyway, you know where to find me if you want me to fix things. If you're still in town, I mean. It's getting late and I'm pretty tired. Oh, and I'm sorry for acting like the stupid ass I am. Everywhere I look, I think about what used to be. I've been trying to do better, but I think it might be too late for an old bear like me. Not sure if this will reach you. It's getting late. Call me if you're still around. Be safe, Sam. P.S. I wish it wasn't as easy to fix everything as a boat. Yeah, I really hope that he finds peace as well. Go upstairs. Not right now.
Man, seeing it empty is so weird. But at least it's the last time I'll ever have to.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Michael, must be a relief to be finally done with that place. I don't no doubt. If traffic's not too bad, I should be back at our place at around 4 p.m. Ah, traffic in Delos. Only if the mailbox bandit escaped. Hey, I'm making that biscuit thing you like. Damn, on my way. I'll probably take out some fire hydrants and stop signs. Don't die, I'll keep it warm. See you in a few. Yes. Can I do anything else? No, I can't. I'll take. I should take your laptop with you. Delos Crossing most wanted escapes. Fuzzy Bandit puts mail apparel once again. It's sad that it's ending. Was a nice ride. I really enjoyed the story. Jesus. The birds. Oh, even that is gone.
Goodbye, room. Goodbye, room. Goodbye, man on the moon? For posterity. Certainly hope the new owners are Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It.
Oh, there's a paper airplane. Yeah, I guess that's it. There's a goblin emoji. Oh no! No, no, no! I could have pressed something! No! No, no, can I go back? Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I saw that so late. Okay, let's get going then. What's this? Yeah, look at this. Juno University! Yeah! Hey. Was I in here? Do I get a second chance? Ah, that was just A for Alyson. Like, okay. Whew.
Well, this is goodbye for real, I guess. Hey, Aaron. It's Tyler Ronan. I thought I'd catch you on your break between sessions, but I guess you're going along with another rebel with too many causes. I know I haven't reached out since I left Fireweight, but I just wanted to say, well, you were right about grief, about it going in circles. This morning, I was out on the porch staring at the fog, and my mother, she just tumbled right out of me. But it was okay. It actually felt good to remember. Anyway, give me a call back if you get a chance. I'll see you around. And thank you.
Yeah, that was it then. The whole last chapter and the end of the game. That was some trip. I enjoyed this so much. Great addition to Studios games, DONTNOD games. Emotional, but not that hard on the eyes. So not that hard on, you know, getting you to cry or anything. It's really cool. The characters were, I feel like, except for some, I guess, exceptions, they were made really well. They felt real, you know, they felt like they had a backstory. And you really believed their backstory as well. Really glad I could experience this, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Tell me if you have any different interpretations as to what the last story or the story in general. How did you enjoy this series? Would you be open for more? I would definitely be open for more. Yeah. Sad to see Alyson and Tyler go. And Michael, Tessa, Marianne. It sends a lot of good messages, this game. Like how to deal with grief, how to deal with not being, I would say, not conforming to the norm or something like that. I did not get at all that Tom was the father. That really surprised me. I don't know, was I too naive? Or did you also not get that? I mean, there were kind of a couple of possible candidates, like this Alexander guy, which I thought was kind of it was kind of my candidate, because he just got he was just painted as this, like, you know, he's a hunter himself and he's not a nice guy and whatever, and he would have fit, but I guess he wouldn't have fit to be a guy that Marianne would have a relation to. So that made sense, total sense. And the other prospects were Sam, which of course he wasn't. We found that out pretty early on with the stories. Another candidate was Eddie, but this wasn't really believable either. And yeah, I mean, there was Tom. I mean, there weren't really other male people around there. So, I guess it made sense. Maybe I should have thought about this earlier. But it made, I mean, yeah, obviously, he was then shown in a totally different light, but Jesus, that guy, creepy as hell. I'm not sure why Marianne would have gone for him, to be honest. I don't find this that believable. But, I mean, yeah, sure, for the sake of the story, let's go with that. It must have been really horrible for Tessa to deal with that. Like her best friend and her husband. Or, especially like the best friend that she did so much for. That's really harsh. But yeah, that's how life goes. Really enjoyed this. So I wish you a good one, and I hope to see you in another Let's Play, where we look at a different kind of game. So see you then. Have a good one, guys. Bye.